Hello there, everybody. I'm not Slave 49, and I'm just here to give you your daily reminder that life is meaningless. I can feel my heart sink as she says that. Why? What good does knowing her measurements do you? Like, you can see her right there. What difference does it make if you know that her circumference on a particular part of her body has a certain numerical value if she's standing right fucking there? Fuck. Shit. She was teasing me the entire time. I have to keep my secrets, Seiji. If I just go around and tell everyone, they're not secrets anymore. Just like your fucking, your private encryption key. You don't want to give that shit out. You got your public key and you got your private key. Okay? And you use your private key to encrypt things, and then you use the public key. Shit, how do you do that again? You use the public key to encrypt. Look, IP is complicated. Network, I'm not a network programmer. She is pure evil, Kono Onanoko. I can't believe I let her distract me like this. But now I'm going to.
That's enough. You act so improper all the time, Momoko. Always trying to lure Seiji down the path of temptation. Don't you know that's the way to the dark side? Have you ever heard of the legend of Darth Plagueis the... I'm sure that Seiji prefers someone who knows when to act mature and when to execute Order 66.
On the other hand, Ayumi, she doesn't need secrets at all. I know all three of them.
You will stop right there, criminal scum. This pervert doesn't need to know all that.
I don't want to know anyway.
What do you mean you don't want to know? Am I not good enough, you fucking fool? You violated the law, paid the court a fine, to serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
But wasn't she mad about the idea of me knowing? Oh my, Ayumi. Maybe you secretly do want him to know. And by secretly, I mean very obviously. You're not hiding it. It's like you have a speech skill of 2. And it's not like 2 from 1 to 100. It's like 2 on an absolute scale, where there is no maximum. Okay? So in that sense, your skill is infinitely shit. Infinitely shit, Ayumi. Get good. Anyway, what I wanted to ask you about was about how you two have been acting. What do you mean, silly? There's been nothing unusual here. We haven't been trying to seduce you this whole fucking time. And somehow failing.
If you're referring to how I've tolerated your presence here, there was a favor I was willing to grant from the beginning. Acting surprised about it now isn't ridiculous.
It's just that, how do I put it? I've noticed something over the last few days. Something? Like what? Please, answer. Momoko's actually taking this seriously.
What is it, Seiji?
Seiji? Again? Ayumi's taking it seriously too. Why would I say my own name with a question mark? Did something happen to you two before we came here? I just feel like you two haven't been yourselves lately. There isn't a problem, is there? Maybe. I cannot say for certain. I do not pay attention to my problems. I just shove them down in a pit. Deep down inside. Not gonna have a stroke later. From anxiety. Crippling anxiety. Many late nights spent laying down in bed for hours on end, unable to fall asleep because things just keep playing out in my mind. Things I can't control. Harambe! Is Harambe a dead meme yet? Okay, aside from literally, I mean. Well, that's Momoko for you.
I'm not admitting if there's a problem or not, though. Do not be deceived. But if there was a problem, what do you think this problem may be? Perhaps. Please answer. Please.
Well, both of them seem to be anticipating my question. How do I put this? They seem to be edgier and edgier. Holy shit. I almost cut myself on their edge. Oh God, one of them's got a Hot Topic bag. Oh no. So, do you two like someone? Both of them seem to go into a state of shock. Oh, Jesus, oh. Fucking goddamn it. Momoko is actually flustered. Does she like someone after all?
Don't ask questions like this. It isn't right to pry into a lady's privacy.
Women are confusing. On one hand, this seems ridiculous. On the other hand, I'm sure this is a reaction that somebody could realistically have, despite all of the actions that have happened in the past.
What's wrong with you, you rumor monger?
I was just wondering, both of you are acting a bit like that. You were talking to each other and blushing a fair bit before we went on this trip. Were you talking about someone who you like? Both of them seem to be going into a meltdown. Great jets of steam erupt from their ears, just violently vibrating. They start glowing red with just pure heat, just emitting it. As soon as the heat is so bright, so much heat, everyone within a 3-mile radius dead from too much heat. And that's why you don't go to Florida, kids, unless you're going to Disney World, because that place is cool. Am I not far from the truth? Seiji, you can't go and ask things like that. You have to work it out yourself. I suppose that was the point of this. Although realistically, based on their reactions, if I was a smart person, I would be able to deduce that they do, in fact, like someone, and if they didn't, then they wouldn't react as embarrassingly as they are now. It's like when you ask somebody, you're all like, oh, hey, is this true? And then they say, what? Of course not. And then you ask them a different question, and then they say no comment. It's like, you gotta say no comment to everything, unless or else no comment means yes. Like, come on, man, you gotta get your shit together. The reaction is far more telling than anything else. I think I'm finally onto something for a change.
Well, what brought this up anyway? Why did you ask this now?
I didn't want to because I thought it might distract you from having fun. But whatever this is, I think it's bothering you both. So if you want to talk about it, I'm right here. That's us, Seiji, always so considerate of others. God. It's not often I see Momoko taken so aback. Well, I'll be serious with you. Maybe I do like someone. And maybe this someone is WWE superstar John Cena. Now that is a dead meme at this point. Here, let's do a Tumblr search for John Cena. I typed John Knee. John Knee. I don't know for sure just yet. I don't think I'm admitting to anything. Wait, really? Not at all, not at all. Well, anyway, I've known him a very long time. He's someone very special to me. We'll just see what happens, though. And he's fucking obsessed with space. Fucking God! Right, the uncertainty must be bothering you. You're absolutely right about that. I want to die. If there's one thing that amazes me every time, Seiji, it's your intuition with these things. And your lack thereof.
Don't give him too much credit.
Oh, right, Ayumi. Is it the same thing for you?
But because it's you asking, Seiji, I think I might like someone.
This is massive news. Massive. They might like someone. But then again, they could just be playing a trick on me. Them and their fucking gypsy magic. Trying to play a trick on me. They come up, they're just all like, hey, Seiji, take these $20 and give me 15 $10 bills back. And you're like, okay. And he's like, haha, you've been tricked. You got tricked, son. Haha. And then she runs off with her fucking basket full of Lucky Charms. And you're just all like, Momoko, no. The basket has holes in it. You're leaking Lucky Charms everywhere. And she's like, fuck you. I'm the guy. And then she just implodes. She implodes into a fine mass of carbon. Momoko in particular loves to tease me with such things. Ayumi, on the other hand, no, she's rarely ever forward about what she means either. I know full well that she usually says the exact opposite of what she's meaning. For now, I'll just presume that they're being honest with me.
It's someone you're very familiar with.
Someone I'm familiar with. Who could that be? Since both of them are so popular at school, there's heaps of guys they talk to. Well, most of the time, they're rejecting guys rather than talking to them, but either way, they do know a lot of people. They know great people, the best people. But they also said it was someone that I knew. Why do they look so nervous about this anyway? Would it be a bad thing if I discovered who it was? It suddenly occurs to me who it... You jumped the shark, Seiji. It suddenly occurs to me who it might be. Who it might be. Here, let's just there you go. Who it might be. Who it might. I'm sorry. That is just too fucking perfect. Oh my fucking god. Oh my, of all the typos I've seen in any of these goddamn horrible Sakura games, this one really takes the cake, okay? First off, M and B aren't even next to each other, which means this was totally just a Freudian slip right here. You know, when you're thinking of typing one thing, and then you have a second thought, and you accidentally type out that second thought. When typing becomes that automatic, that kind of thing, it can happen, right? And it clearly happened here, because, you know, B and M are not next to each other. This is great. I fucking love this shit. I fucking love this shit. This is the good shit right here. 10 out of 10. Good shit, good shit. There's some good shit right there, right there, right there. This is good. Could it be? Both of them look really excited. Keemstar. Their expressions turn really sour. What? He talks to you two all the time, doesn't he? Well, not so much to get brutalized by them all the time. What? Not so much talk as to get brutalized by them, whatever. He just keeps coming back more determined than ever, though. Momoko just pouts. So close, yet so far, Keiji. I would not like him in 1,000 years. Just, oh, God.
I honestly cannot believe you sometimes. Honestly.
That guy is a
Complete idiot. Even more so than you are.
I'm just gonna keep going with the joke that they're talking about Keemstar. Sorry, I honestly don't know who it could be. Both of them let out a heavy sigh. One day, Seiji. Probably within the next week, actually. You know, since we kind of got it. The game has to take place in the beach. And, you know, it'd be weird if we just left the beach. One day, maybe. Maybe you'll work it out. Somehow, I don't think so. She actually looks really upset by this. Momoko, are you okay? I don't feel like swimming anymore. I'm gonna go fucking drown myself, boy. Bending over, she quickly grabs her things. Not only do you completely fail to understand my feelings, but you won't tell me what's wrong with you. What's wrong with me? But I'm fine.
We both know that you're bothered by something. You've got that look on your face, like when you're trying to figure out a fucking puzzle, and you're just like, man, I can't figure out this puzzle. You know, a very relatable look of genuine not being good at what you're doing.
At sullen, she begins to wander off from the beach. Hey, where are you going? For a walk. Alone. I open my mouth to say something, but I think better of it. This isn't a good time for me to say anything. Ah, man, Seiji. You are literally fucking blind. I swear to triple Jesus. Quadruple Jesus. Over Jesus. Team Jesus. Looking back at Ayumi, her stare is drilling a hole through my head. I'm dead. I'm dead. Drill hole through head, kill.
I'm afraid I feel the same. I need some time alone.
Really? What if I was just joking? And I was like, oh, is it the basketball team? No, just kidding, it's me, right? What if it was a joke and you just storm off? What, you're not considering the possibilities here, Ayamas?
This is something I say a lot, but you're really fucking stupid. We trusted you enough to talk about our feelings, yet you avoided talking about your own. You avoided what? No, I clearly have some kind of social disorder. It's not well, okay. What do you mean, my feelings? You know exactly what I mean. If you think you're fooling anyone, you're wrong.
It's beginning to make sense. Maybe it had nothing to do with love at all. Maybe I've been subtly pushing them away and they've noticed. Ayumi drags herself out of the shallows and marches off in the opposite direction. For a moment, I just stand there and try to process what just happened. It wasn't really my place to ask about who they like, I admit, but why'd they react like that after I got it wrong? They looked so happy when I was going to guess. Perhaps they aren't upset that I asked, but because I got it wrong? Damn it, I really wish I was smarter sometimes. Golly gee gosh, Willikers and Knuckles. I just really wish I wasn't such a fucking dumb shit. Dumb. Or maybe I just don't understand them because I'm a guy. That is, okay, yeah. To a certain degree, yes. But, you know, what should I do in the meantime? Neither of them want to talk to me right now. Maybe I'll go for a walk too. They shouldn't have their phones on them. They should have their phones on them. I'll be able to message them later and see what they are. Oh, fuck, excuse me. In the end, it doesn't even matter. But the hours pass and there's still no sign of either of them. I wouldn't have asked if I knew that it would upset them so much. Sometimes I really do hate myself. Spending a little bit more time thinking before saying something, that would really do me a world of good. But I can't just sit here and mope. I'm gonna sit here and hope. I run the Catholic Church now. That's right. Matt Pet gave me Undertale. Why did he do that? Okay, so here's the deal with Matt Pat and the whole Undertale thing. I wouldn't mind the whole Undertale thing or whatever that Matt Pat did nearly as much if he didn't shove fucking Sans doing a shrug as clickbait in literally every single thumbnail that he does that is even remotely Undertale related. I need to find them and bring them back home. Damn it, I should have been a lot more careful with what I said. I didn't know asking them would push them, upset them so much, she responds. I immediately feel relieved. Then I actually read it. What? She responds. Then I actually read it. I'm fine. I'm at the cliffs. Now that sends chills down my spine. She's gonna do it. Normally when she messages me, she barely cares about spelling at all. The fact that she said something so short and so correctly, she must be absolutely furious with me. I need to go apologize to her immediately. Let's try Ayumi too. She responds too.
Mind your own business, you fool.
Well, that's Ayumi for you. I think I should see her first. To my relief, I see Ayumi at the pork, sitting down on one of the many benches. I'm really not sure how I'm supposed to approach Skippy 7547 playing Black Squad. Just act natural. Do your best to smile. Ayumi? She looks back at me.
Seiji! I hope you're here to apologize.
But I don't understand what I said to both of you. Please just talk to me. I don't want to upset you.
Oh, god damn it, Seiji. I know you've never meant any harm to either of us. You're a bumbling, awkward fool, but you're not one who's nasty in any way. Unlike certain presidential candidates, I guess. Ah, shit, he's the president now, actually. Disregard. But you really don't understand a girl's heart.
That's why I'm asking you what's wrong. I'm a fool, I admit it. So help out a fool here. Are both of you so scared that I'm just gonna leave you both behind? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Perhaps.
Oh shit, that's the smile. Yeah, if this were fucking Dragon Age or whatever, it would pop it up in the corner being all like, oh, fucking Ayumi like that. And then later you pick another dialogue response that sounds like something she would like, and then your guy actually does the voice line. Like, the description for the voice line says, having a fun time. And you're like, oh, that sounds like a good voice line. And then your guy says it out loud, and he's all like, oh, I was having a fun time killing your entire family. Ha-hi, ha-hoy. And it's like, what? That's not what what? Anyway, that's why I hate that dialogue system. Even if it only happens sometimes, there are many instances where not having the full voice line can it just ruins it. It's ruined. It's ruined, Bethesda. Why'd you do that shit to Fallout 4? Why? But as with everything about you, I know there's nothing more. I know there's more to it than you're letting on. You've always tried to hide your own butt hurt. She moves a little bit closer to me, looking me in the anus. You haven't been yourself for months. I haven't? I didn't really notice. Why do you think I haven't been myself? Normally, when Momoko teased you, you turned as red as that sunset in front of us. You really are a shy person. She looks back towards the horizon, something melancholy about it.
Right now, all you do is nod and smile. It's as if you're barely recognizing what's happening around you right now.
Leaning back on the bench, she stares up at the stars as they slowly emerge from the orange sky. Which they never bothered to draw. Clearly it's still 4 o'clock, am I right?
You're somewhere else right now. I don't know where. Maybe it's somewhere between the North Dipper and Orion's Belt, knowing you. But wherever it is, it's far away.
There's none of Ayumi's howdiness right now. She's been completely frank with me about how she feels.
Don't you feel it? Can't you feel it? Mr. Crab? Don't you feel how you're slowly drifting away somewhere?
Is this what Momoko was talking about?
This trip is the first time we've seen you in weeks. You're sacrificing all of your time for that dream of yours.
But if I don't make sacrifices, how will I reach that dream?
It's not a question of how much you want to give up for it. It's a question of whether you find what you want out of that dream. Have you ever thought if that's what you really want, or whatever?
Of course it's what I want. Why else would I work so hard for it?
Is that so, Seiji? Have you looked deeper? Or is something else driving you to this? That's what I'm trying to work out.
I don't really know why it's such a big deal. Lots of students do nothing but put their time into study, don't they? And that's why IB sucks. If you want to do IB, kids, feel free, but it sucks. It's bad. It's bad. If you're trying to get into a college where you have to have a certain level of prestige to your application, then you might have to. But if you're going to a place that's more like a trade school, then showing an aptitude for whatever your trade is more important than fucking taking all IB classes. How is it not the same?
Because you're acting like how you used to back when we first met.
Just bring that up now? I admit, I was a troubled kid. A lot of things had happened. But I guess sometimes the past comes back to you in weird ways.
Something has happened. And whatever it is that's pushing you along this path. You have to decide what it really is that you want out of the end of the episode.